Alright, what's going on, guys? Trevor back again here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video review for UFC 150 main event, Frank Edgar versus Ben Henderson 2, the rematch. So, it was a pretty good fight. I don't know. When it comes to lightweight fighters, a lot of times you get this type of thing where, they don't pack as much power as the heavier guys, and no hate involved in that. I'm just saying it's the fact of the matter. Especially guys like Frankie Edgar, who a lot of times goes to decisions, and it kind of costs him in a lot of ways. It costs him in a lot of fights because he fights to try to win decisions, and a lot of times he gets into close fights, and he loses decisions. Obviously, he doesn't pack the most power. He's not the biggest guy. He could probably fight. He could probably go down in a division. He's so small. Like Henderson is way bigger than him. Like especially like when you look at his legs and just his build overall, his reach. He's a way bigger fighter. Looks like a weight class above him, really. Now, this was a pretty damn close fight. A lot of people saying that they thought Frankie Edgar was robbed. I actually scored the fight myself, watched and scored it, and I scored it 49-47 for Ben Henderson. And that's pretty much because he landed more significant strikes, more powerful strikes, and, just the way the rounds went. I'll go over them real quick in a second. But Frank Edgar, the thing about it is that he probably landed, or, he definitely threw more shots. He might have landed more, but the problem with his punches are and stuff like that is, and even kicks too, they don't have a lot of power on them. A lot of them are like feeler punches. Like he'll put out some, like a couple. Sometimes he'll pump like 3 times out, with his lead hand, I think his left hand. Yeah, like over and over again, right? But it's like, it's just feeler punches. Like it's not going to do anything. And his arms are shorter, of course. And Henderson's kind of was fighting a little bit, keeping the distance pretty good. So a lot of times, what Frankie was throwing was just like it's not landing at all, like not even close. Then Henderson would come back with a really strong leg kick that could floor him or hurt him or cut him on the nose real good or, do some damage, land something significant. Frankie Edgar, he did land some significant stuff, but, when you're making a comparison, I would definitely go with Henderson. So the first round, I got Henderson 10-9 just because of the heavy leg kicks, basically. And the guillotine choke at the end, the close choke. The next round, I got 10-9 for Frankie Edgar because of the knockdown from the right hand. So that was a significant strike. And then he had him in a choke after that. So he won that round. So far tied. First round, 10-9 for Ben. Second round, 10-9 for Frankie. Third round was a garbage round. I put this at 10-10 draw round. Just a terrible round. I mean, if you want to give it to somebody, I don't know, whatever. It could go either way. It doesn't really matter, but I put that as a draw round, in my opinion. The next round, round 4, going to go with Ben Henderson 10-9 because of the head and arm choke he had in, and just some good shots, good jabs, and knocked his mouthpiece out there once, and just landed more significant strikes. And then the 5th round was pretty much the same thing. Was it a close fight? It was an extremely close fight. But it was a close fight because Frank Edgar is moving around so much. He's not really committing. He's not really throwing powerful shots for the most part. And as a result, you get this type of situation where Ben is landing more powerful strikes. Frankie's throwing more, but a lot of them are garbage. It's kind of hard to judge, so I can see how a lot of people could go either way. Plus, Joe Rogan at the end was talking about how Frankie was landing more strikes and this kind of stuff, and he does that a lot. And a lot of times he steers people the wrong way. If you watch the fight again, you'll probably see what I mean. But anyway, I didn't feel like Frankie was robbed or anything. I know a lot of people are feeling that way. I think Ben Henderson deserves the win, and it was an okay fight. It was all right. There was some exciting parts, some cool little things that Henderson did, like throwing roundhouse kicks from his back, which is pretty ridiculous. Like some capoeira stuff, there. Like, I don't even know. I mean, I'd never seen anybody really do that before. Not like that. I mean, straight up, yeah, up kicks, but not roundhouse. So that was cool. A little bit taekwondo stances, and he tried some fancy kicks and stuff. Aside from that, I mean, it was okay. I'm getting a little burned out on MMA right now, though. There's been a lot of events this year. And, I don't know if I'm going to be reviewing the next couple. Also, the UFC's been giving me shit over my channel. they're pretty brutal when it comes to guys reviewing UFC events. If you do reviews on YouTube and you say negative things about the UFC, they will a lot of times try to shut your channel down. I've seen it to a lot of guys on YouTube. If you're ever wondering why guys who did commentary on YouTube for MMA used to do it, might not do it anymore, almost all of them that I know of have gotten their accounts screwed up by the UFC. And that's no bullshit. That's serious. They have, seriously. So, I don't know. It's kind of discouraging because last one I did Machida and Shogun reviews for, they gave me a little crap over it. So, don't like that stuff. Don't like it. When I support the UFC, I talk about their events. I do predictions. I hype up their fights. And they come back with that kind of stuff. So, very, very uncool. But, I'll be doing reviews for most of them. But, I may miss one or two here or there. Anyway, so that's my thoughts on it. I think Henderson won the fight. I don't think it's really that questionable. Not to me, anyway. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one later. Peace.